Right now on Denver 7 News at 5 a.m., 2 wins in the books at Ball Arena, but the Avs need to stay focused as they prepare to hit the ice in Tampa for Game 3.
We haven't won anything yet, so our mindset's the exact same it's been all playoff.
Even die-hard fans aren't tempting fate.
I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx anything, but they've got a good chance.
So whether you are making the trip to Tampa or watching here at home, we have team coverage this morning as the Avs get closer to lifting the Stanley Cup. And thanks for joining us here in Denver. I'm Nicole Brady.
And I'm Brian Sanders. Good morning to you from Amalie Arena in Tampa, where it's nice and cool inside, but obviously very tropical, warm and humid outside. I don't think the Avs will be getting a warm welcome here tonight. They're going to have to face a hostile crowd. Lisa, how's it looking back home for the watch parties?
Well, we were going to peek in on you from high above from satellite and radar. Where, yeah, it's going to be a heat index of about 105 degrees. That's what it's going to feel like with the heat, the humidity, and a chance for some showers out there this afternoon. So if you are heading out to Tampa maybe later on today, get ready for some warm weather there. Here, warm and dry. Obviously, our heat here a little bit different. You're going to see a mix of sun and clouds early this morning over Denver right now. Some of that cloud cover lingering. Hourly planner, we're in the 60s this morning. We'll hover in the mid to upper 60s for the next couple of hours, and then low to mid 70s by about 8. We're going to be well into the 80s this afternoon. Denver right around 85 to near 90. A little warmer up across parts of northeastern Colorado, Fort Morgan to Sterling. Mid to upper 90s there. More 60s in the mountains. It does get cooler tomorrow, Jason. We'll take a closer look at that coming up.
And right now the overall drive looks pretty nice. In Tampa it's a little bit slow across some of the bridges right now through Clearwater and over into town, but right now here in Metro Denver it looks great for us on that drive on eastbound 6th Avenue heading for I-25. Take a look at the drive on 270. That is going to be one of the first routes to load up, whether it's here on the eastbound or westbound side, so nice and clear for us basically any of the roadways you want to go on. You can see that from the drive times right now. The north side of town, there's 270, had a little blip of slowing on I-70. It's really not that slow for us here this morning, maybe an extra minute, but really a good drive anywhere you want to go, including to or from the airport if you're catching a flight here early this morning. 15 to 30 minute security wait time.
Yeah, hopefully we have some Avs fans traveling to Tampa. They'll need a little help after shutting out the Lightning in Game 2 here in Denver at Ball Arena. Even the coach says we probably won't see that again. Brian Sanders kicking off our team coverage this morning from Amalie Arena. And Brian, the Avs are ready to shock the Lightning on their home ice.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, how could you not have thoughts of possibly bringing the Stanley Cup home while they're here after that monster win on Saturday in Game 2? I did see a few Avs fans on my flight out here, but more than anything, I saw a few Bolts fans with their heads down, looking like what just happened to us. It was just such an overwhelming win for the Avs. 7-0, obviously. Every player seemed to kind of get in on the action. A little bit of demoralizing almost to the Lightning. So they will obviously be looking to come back tonight on their home ice. It will be a hostile crowd for the Avalanche, although the Avs have been very good during the playoffs. On the road, they're 7-0. Our sports director, Lionel Bienvenu, is back in our studio with a look at the high expectations that they have set for themselves now going into Game 3.
Well, it's time to turn the page on the Stanley Cup Finals. We push aside the first 2 wins by the Avalanche. We don't think about them being up 2-0 in this series. Why? Because we got a big Game 3 to worry about on Monday night. As Coach Jared Bednar and the players told us, no looking back, only looking forward. So, these scenes from Game 2, well, we can enjoy them for just a little bit longer, can't we? All right. As we update you on Andrei Burakovsky, he was hit by a puck in the hand in Game 2. He stayed back in Denver for treatment. He is expected to join the Avs in Tampa on Monday. He's listed as day-to-day. Look, this was one of the best performances in Stanley Cup Finals history. Can we expect the same thing in Game 3? Bednar said, not really. Nothing will carry over unless the Avs keep their foot on the gas.
I was really impressed with our team's performance last night. I thought they were dialed in on all aspects of our game, highly engaged and energized, and we had a good night. It was a really good night for our team, but it's, 7-0, 1-0 doesn't really matter. It's one performance. We need 4 or more great performances. You're going to have a great performance to win in the Stanley Cup Finals, and we're halfway there with 2 wins, and we're going to have to play some really good hockey here forward, and we know the job's going to be that much tougher going into Tampa.
Well, this Avs team is so deep, going into Tampa is really not a problem, is it? They're undefeated on the road in the playoffs, the Avs. I mean, everybody can score. Val Nichushkin, the choo-choo train, K.O. Makar, the finisher, the punisher. The place was on fire, but now, again, the series switches to Tampa. Eric Johnson and Mikko Rantanen told us they expect a better effort from the Lightning on their home ice.
We know they're a lot better team at home than they're on the road, so we expect to get their best games here in 3 and 4. So from our standpoint, nothing changes. Our mindset's been the same all year long, all playoff long. So what are we confident about? We haven't won anything yet. So our mindset's the exact same. It's been all playoff.
They're a better team at home, and we know they're going to come with their probably best game of the playoffs in Game 3. So we got to be ready for that. But, yeah, we don't have to change a lot. We just have to stay mentally focused and just go at it.
Yeah, so it was awesome to see the city of Denver just come out in droves to support the Avs. Ball Arena just looked like it was rocking during the game. Thousands, of course, were at the watch parties at the Tivoli Quad and at McGregor Square. We want to send it out to Denver 7's Christian Lopez, who is at Ball Arena this morning for the watch party inside the arena, which has really felt like you were at the game there.
It really has, Brian, and people have plenty of options when it comes to watching that game tonight. Those watch parties at Tivoli Quad, they've been a big success. This weekend they saw around 10,000 people, and now Ball Arena has also announced that it will host its own watch parties. So if you're trying to figure out which one you want to go to tonight, here's what you need to know. The watch party at Tivoli Quad, that one starts at 4 this afternoon, and it is free. It's outdoors, and it has large screens where you can watch the game. They also have food trucks on site, and you have a chance to win some autographed items as well. If you want to go to the Ball Arena watch party, those doors open at 5 p.m. today. That one will cost you $20 to get in, but that money goes to Kroenke Sports Charities, and the game will be shown on the Ball Arena board. The parking is free, and they'll also have concession stands, but one thing is for sure, no matter where you watch that game tonight, we can expect fans to bring that same energy that they did during the first 2 games.
21 years since we had the Cup here in Denver. The city has been electric. The energy from the players have got the city cranking. As you look around town, it's all Avs all the time, and it is a super exciting time to be a part of this.
And Ball Arena will also host a watch party on Wednesday for Game 4, and you can find those tickets on Ticketmaster. Reporting live in Denver this morning, I'm Christian Lopez, Denver 7.
Thank you, Christian. Yeah, I know that there are watch parties planned here in Tampa. Obviously, the city is dressed in blue and white. A lot of fanfare here at the arena, but they have an uphill battle, and the Avs just seem to have all the momentum right now. Yeah. It's awesome to see.
All right. Keep it going. Thanks, Brian. We'll check back in with you in just a minute. Nicole. If you moved to Denver from a lower elevation recently, you probably noticed the altitude impact. It turns out training at a mile high for the Avs will give them an advantage in Tampa, where the elevation there is about 50 feet.
When we're at altitude with the lower partial pressure of oxygen or less oxygen in the air, then our bodies have to adapt to that. So we make more red blood cells. The red blood cells carry more oxygen, and then that delivers it from our lungs to our working muscles. So when we go down to sea level, we have a lot of extra red blood cells and oxygen carrying capacity.
The impact varies from athlete to athlete, but that advantage, she says, can last a couple of weeks. Stick with Denver 7 throughout the day for all your Avs coverage. Our pregame show starts at 5:30 p.m. Our own Ann Trujillo will be live at Amalie Arena. Puck drops at 6, and then stick with us for our postgame coverage and Denver 7 News at 10.
It's going to be fun. Take a look weather-wise today here at home. If your kids are heading off to camp today, or if they're staying at home, you're finding a pool. We're going to be in the low 80s by noon. Pretty good looking pool weather. No storms this afternoon. Warm and breezy, though. We'll be right around 90 degrees. So it does get chilly, Jason, when it's breezy and you get out and the evaporation, It gets a little cool, but still a gorgeous day.
Yep, and right now we do have a pretty good drive going for you anywhere you want to travel around Metro Denver, including here up into Boulder, where there's going to be a foothills and Arapahoe across town. Not seeing any problems on the diagonal right now between there and Longmont, so it's a really easy start anywhere you want to travel here this morning.
Coming up, a new warning from the Better Business Bureau if you're shopping for Avs gear, the wave of counterfeit items they're seeing. And Denver's mayor is getting in on the Stanley Cup final betting. We'll tell you what Tampa's mayor will have to do if the Avs win it all.